Right, thank you very much. So basically, since I'm coming from the Technical University, which is modeled with the German part of education on applied research, postgraduate education in our own area is a value addition in terms of research on the level of that postgraduate student. And here we are training them to become, managers in making certain decisions in their works of life. And we really value the sense of, looking at more of their critical thinking and how they can provide solutions to solve the problems within their environment. So our emphasis is more of the applied nature of research that will add that value in their advanced knowledge. Thank you.
So we are from Dr. Utiaja.
Thank you very much. I think that my colleagues have actually explained postgraduate studies. The only area I want to probably give an accentuation to is the fact that in postgraduate studies, we basically and primarily talk about specialization, gaining some considerable amount of expertise. So after bachelor's, if one decides to pursue courses that are related to their areas of specialization, and here my interest lies in the fact that it is always advisable, not that it is mandatory, to continue where you started from in terms of your bachelor's and the degree. That's fine, especially if you want to come to academia. Else, your degrees will be termed as skirt and blouse. In other words, the consistency and then the continuity will be lacking. And that will not give you a firm and deeper knowledge, enhanced skills into the second degree that you want to have. So basically, my senior colleagues have talked about this, but the point is that you need to exhibit some large amount of maturity, fairness, and as it was said, critical thinking. So that you get a lot of experience, you acquire that knowledge that is deeper than the one that you got at the first degree. That's why, in most cases, I keep on telling students that it is not for nothing that if you want to go for MPhil, for example, they have already talked about the fact that we have MA. You can have, that is research, non-research. But if you want to come to academia, then it's not for nothing that philosophy is added to the degree that you're going to achieve or are going to attain eventually. Once you become a philosopher, then you have a perspective, you have a way of thinking, you have a way of theorizing about the world. When you do PhD, maybe it's the PhD there is philosophy, doctor of philosophy. So it's not for nothing that we add, especially those of you who want to come and going to manage. Sometimes that's what people say. You are going to business, industry, and so on and so forth. But if you want to take MPhil, PhD, then you have a philosophy, you have a way of thinking. And that thinking must influence society positively. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Still on Dr. Utiaja. If you really want to pursue postgraduate studies, we know that there are certain factors that may influence your studies. So can you share with us some of these factors that may influence postgraduate education or studies?
If you look at the factors, I think that when we talk about factors, then maybe I'll look at it from this angle, that the catalyst, that which facilitates, that which maybe increases your appetite, the desire, burning desire to pursue your postgraduate. And there are a myriad of factors that come into play when you talk about this. First, you can count about 15 or more. First, you can talk about personal. And I'm always very interested in the personal factors. What is it that buoys you up? What is it that motivates you as a person to go and study? A lot of people have finished their bachelor's. They have never decided to continue or pursue their education because they feel that what they have gotten is okay. So somebody said that sometimes it's a luxury, but I don't consider that. But some people have the opinion or they go by the thought that it's a luxury, but I don't think it's a luxury. I think that what is it that inspires you to go and do? Is it for recognition? Is it for your own growth? Is it an expansion, if you like, of your knowledge? So, Prof, we have personal factors. And in as much as we have personal factors, then we can have social factors. That's where recognition comes in. That's where you want people to, of course, that is not boasting. That is not a sign of arrogance, but it's a sign that you have studied and eventually it will inure to the benefits of society. Then you can have institutional factors. For example, if you are at a university, you need to continue studying. Because I taught some students philosophy here, and at the moment they have their PhD. And apart from the fact that you will sit here and you have to continue so that you upgrade yourself, I think the institution also has a policy that you can't stay at the university for out, maybe going for further education, getting your senior lectureship or your associate professor or professorship. So institutionally, you'll be required, whether you like it or not, to continue to pursue your education. And therefore, we come to social factors, and people talk about financial. It's better. I keep on telling students that and people that your certificate is the sum total of the capacity of your mind. And as a consequence upon that, it is on the strength of your certificate. That you have a diploma, you take your salary, that is not so the same as your bachelor's. In the same way, it goes like that. So financial and economic factors are under there. Let me look at the social milieu in Ghana, our context. Politically, you know what is happening, but sometimes a professor who became a president, may his soul rest in perfect peace. When people were agitating for positions, he asked a question. And that question is so rhetorical, but and insightful. That, where is your certificate? So even politically, it works. And then I talk about other factors like context, your culture, and so on and so forth. Of course, there are 3 S, and one is satisfaction in life. You have